AJ, I mean, out there, it seems like you became a man out there tonight. From kind of when I saw you guys in practice, you were kind of seemed like afraid to get in the lane before the season, and now you were so tough and physical today, kind of getting to the line. Just talk about the development and growth throughout the season of the toughness and what it meant to come out there today.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when I first came here, I was down 15 pounds. So, you know, that's some grounding through the summer. You know, gained 15 pounds, came here. Teammates, you know, on me talking about you can get to the lane anytime you want. So, you know, after that, I just took it throughout the season and just taking steps every time. So I put that all on my teammates. Appreciate those guys. Yes, sir.
And Kai, how have you seen his growth throughout the season?
Man, he's been amazing this year. Since he came in with like a little injury with his knee, but as soon as he stepped back on the court, it's just been nothing but growth. You know, he's been going at it hard every day. So yeah, I'm proud of him, man. He stepped up big time today, and that's what we need. We need, you know, whether it be it doesn't matter who it is on the floor. You know what I mean, freshmen, seniors, but yeah, man, big time by the freshmen stepping up and making plays today. So yeah.
I got some high leverage minutes down the stretch, played the entire overtime, and just some really important plays down the stretch. Take me through some of those layups and some of those free throws and that big rebound.
I mean, yeah, you know, going into overtime, I kind of told Mike, like, you know, it's we're the two guards out here. You know, we got to control the pace, control the game. So, you know, get downhill, make the right plays. You know, I got to the free throw line as much as I could. So, yeah, that kind of got me going.
Kai, you had Kellen. You were dealing with Kellen Amos out there tonight, one of the most athletic players in the league. Talk about how you think you guys matched up together.
We matched up very similarly. You know, he hit some big shots. You know, I was following the scouting report and the percentages, but he was hitting some deep threes today. So, you know, he had a heck of a game. Solid player. You know, I like going up against similar matchups like that. So, yeah, it was one hell of a battle, you know. But, yeah, team win, great team win.
AJ, looking at the fact that when there was 10.1 seconds left, they tried the ball inside, you got the rebound, got fouled, went to your 1-and-1 and made both. Just what you can say about that down the stretch that made it 68-64.
Yeah, right before that timeout, Coach Champ told me, hey, you better grab this rebound, you know, tight. So, you know, I kind of went with that. And I knew they was going to foul me, so, you know, I stepped up big at the free throw line. So, you know.
And Kai, on your side, we know those big-time shots are nothing that you shy away from. You had a fadeaway that sent you all the way out of bounds. Just what you could say about that play down the stretch.
I mean, I work on those shots, you know. I always have because, you know, times like this, you need to come up and make a play. You know what I mean? So it was simple. I just wanted to get to a spot and, like, I work on that, you know, fading away out of bounds, you know, shooting over tall defenders. So yeah, it was just another drill.
And for you both, looking at the fact that you've clinched a playoff spot here in the first Division I season, you know that you're heading into the NEC. As of right now, you're in the top three. Kai, I'll start with you. Just what it means to clinch that playoff berth in year one of D1.
Big time. You know, the others last in the league. You know what I mean? So it's a testimony to us as the players, the coaches. You know, to kind of take that challenge and, you know, come here in our first Division I, you know, as a team and come in here. So it's a testament to everybody to step up and beat teams like that, you know, 2 times in a row. You know, so yeah, it's a testament to all of us, honestly.
3 minutes.
Like Kai said, you know, they picked us last at the beginning of the season, so throughout the season we remember that, always play with the chip on our shoulder throughout the whole season. So that's obviously a great team, you know, tied #1 in the conference. So it's a chance we might see them again. So, and Merrimack too. So just playing big games like that, I feel like come tournament time we'll be a lot ready for that. So
When Central called timeout with 3 minutes left, and you guys kind of came out of the huddle, and then Jamie kind of called you back into the huddle. Was he kind of going over the fact that Central was looking to try and throw that lob? What was he saying there?
We were just trying to confuse them, you know what I mean, because they had probably run something against our defense, so then when we had another timeout, it was just to kind of confuse them a little bit. But yeah, we got a great coaching staff that, you know, tell us what to do and, you know, have us ready for all out-of-bounds plays. And, you know, I feel like the coaches did a great job with switching up the defenses, you know, to get those guys, slow the pace down, you know, get them moving the ball more, running down the shot clock. So yeah, it was a great job by them too.
Yeah, I know when I talked with Coach on Monday, he talked about how, and I'm writing a story about how you guys, you know, are transitioning to D1, and he said some of the one thing you guys talked about was embracing the challenge. So talk about, and I know you just clinched that playoff spot, how you guys have embraced that challenge so far this season. You're taking on beating the first place team, or tied for first. They were Central Connecticut State, twice in the season. So how have you guys embraced the challenge this season?
Obviously, coming into the season, we know it wouldn't be easy. Coming up to D1 first year, playing those big time schools, got beat up a little bit, earlier in the season. So we knew comes conference time, we'd be matching up with like similar teams to us. So I felt like we really was ready out the gate for that. So
yeah. And talk about how you said a little bit getting beat up by the teams like Villanova and Georgetown, but how that prepared you to play against teams in your conference, maybe playing right out the gate against some of the top teams in the country. Now, how it's helped you so far in conference play?
I mean, it helps us a lot. I feel like if we was to go up against those teams now, it would be a different ball game. You know what I mean? Like, because at the start of the season, every team's fresh. You know what I mean? So freshly coming into a D1 situation and then going up against top 50 teams, it's gonna be a challenge. You know what I mean? But I feel like we went into those games with a good mindset, and they prepared us. They prepared us for these games. As soon as we hit conference, we started on a pretty good run. And even like some of the games we did play against big teams, we held our own. And I feel like with this team, we step up to the challenge. We've never really shied away. You know what I mean, from the teams coming in. So,
When you look at one of the losses you had on the road, Coach talked about you guys had your cool guy jackets on. What are you wearing now as this team is fighting toward, obviously, that postseason berth that you now have and a few more games to go in the regular season? If the cool guy jackets are off, then what's on now? Start with you, AJ.
We got the dog jackets on now. We're not done yet. Postseason, we're going to be even hungrier. So, we some team they got to respect. So,
Kind of what would you say?
literally what you said. We're ready for the postseason, and we believe we can beat any team. We can do it all. You know what I mean? We've showed it. So it's just a matter of showing up every day and executing, trusting each other, and just continuing to do what we do best. Honestly.
Yeah. Last question for me. You guys, there's obviously another Division I team down the road that's pretty big, but you guys are here and you guys have won plenty of D1 games in your first season. So what's the message to the people in Syracuse who maybe haven't come see you play yet? But what would your message be to come and get them out to see a Moyne game?
Yeah, I mean, we're here to stay. Moyne, we're here, and we're here to stay.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously my first year here, so I got a lot more left. It's been great learning from the older guys, so I feel like we're here to stay. Like I said, it's not the only team in Syracuse, so I feel like people got to come watch us too. So.
Never pose as underdogs again.
Respect us too, yes, sir.
Don't pose as underdogs ever again. Last. Don't do that.
Yes, sir.